Hello， 大家好，欢迎回来黑框眼镜的频道，我是边亮。我们今天要继续来玩 GreedFall 贪婪之秋。那我们这是这个城镇里面最后一个小支线咯，就是我们要来找失踪的客舱侍者。那我们就赶快来看看吧。
Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a
为什
cabin
么
boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another.
他为什么要放弃
I
任
doubt
何一
that
个可以
Jonas
跟
was
我们一
never
起
one
去
to
的人？
fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad
哦
has， happened.
我想起来了。
Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
好，我们来慢慢。好，我们来问一下客舱侍者，你最后见到他
When
什么
did
时
you
候
see？ your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news.
2天
at all.
哦，
It wasn't out of the ordinary until this
他大
morning.
概死了吧？
My men have free shore leave when we're at dock.
2天没见到一个人
But the day of
这么小的地方
departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
估计是死了吧？
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
他最亲近的朋友是
This
谁？
Jonas. Does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Lauro.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish, you'll find them over there, in port.
好，等一下可以去找他。我们是不是要换成港务局的人比较好？我们这边换成港务局的人好了。好，我们这边换成港务局的人。这边，这个是
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's.
哦
The，
我
young
们那
cabin
个
boy who's
乔
gone
纳
missing.
斯。
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and
看起来
find
不是好惹的、欸
Happy。to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
我们问一下逝者的事情吧。最后一次见到他的时间。
2 days ago, in the evening, we went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
那平常都在哪
What
里呢
does？ Jonas do in his free time? When you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a
好惨，
sailor's
好惨
wages.
哦！
And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
那他的朋友呢？
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
所以他在西瑞是没有朋友的。
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
有可能跟着我们堂弟去闹了哎、
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It
Wow.
blurs the senses.
我觉得有可能是堂弟。问一
What
下
do you
船
think
长
about
吧。
Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet.
还不到25
If
岁
he。keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
I need to be going. Farewell.
这个是书《走失者日记》。我有2位新客户，他们想要前往阿尔萨德，而审判者他们身后从久不审，就是那个历史学家吧，让整个事情变得有些困难。我想我可以把他们悄悄弄到船上，但是我们必须十分小心才行。希望他们能够耐得住性子，谨慎行事。我要把他们藏在港务局后面的仓库里，审判者们绝对不敢进去。这里好多小小的线索，很有趣耶，好有趣哦。为什么那么亮亮的？哇！然后这边门出去吧。然后我们要查的话，要去那边后面。好吧，他看起来不太会甩我们。有哪条路可以上去啊？这码头真复杂。哎，这个是谁？哦，劳罗。
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him.
哦，这好老
I've been crying to the
声
nine
音好
death
老哦。
winds. He didn't go missing. He was taken.
他要知道些
Were
什
you a
么？
witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded
就是
by
我们
some
堂
other
弟，对不
sly
对？
ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that, grabbed his arms and poof,
啊，可怜。
vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me, but my legs betrayed me.
酒喝多了，
Wavering they were, and I fell into the gutter.
直接栽进
Report this
沟
to
里
the。captain.
好笑。
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
你在人命之前，那你自尊算
Did
什么
Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
绑架的
Why
事情
would。anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps
还是
his
人
head
口贩子？
down.
那些恶棍是人口贩子。
You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We played cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
郑娜，好吧，我问一下船长，
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
他们好像
He's a just man. He
正
knows
直
his knots.
有为，
He's
有
well
才俊，
appreciated by the crew.
看起来很厉
It's
害
a。pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again.
船长最近
Always
心情不好
seems。unhappy, our captain.
好 ，OK，
Thank you, Lara. I need to be going.
Strange story this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
目击者就是酒馆老板了。
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this
这么
time?
好的一艘船，真的。来，问看他绑架的
I'm
事情
looking。for a Nort, a young cabin boy who's been missing roll call for 2
酒馆
days now.
一天到晚都我们一直来。
That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping. In my establishment. You
他生气了。
jest. At least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
那可能的目
Someone
击者
told me
呢？
about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches
钱包
of
减负。
sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
啊，没有，离开。
I need to be off.
那大家
Farewell.
大家都会去酒馆，真的。好， 那我们看看吧，他不会离开他的位置。你就是那个嗜赌成性的酒客吗？哎，太染病了。
Recognize you? Am I in your debt?
No. Have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago. After visiting this establishment, a young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of
3
them.
个一起打牌。那问一下市场
What
的
can you
市
tell
长
me
吧
about。the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he
所以他
must
担
have
心
been
些什么？
right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
他没有演猪哎，他都只有演白哎。
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The
富
kind
商
of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift.
佣
They
兵，
exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid
那
was
孩子到底
defensive,
有什么秘密啊？
not sitting
我越来越
pretty.
期待了。
And then they
好好
finally
奇哦。
left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
好，那富人呢？
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A
被
jilted
抛弃的
lover?
旧情
A
人是什么
moneylender?
东西啊？
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that
Fontaine.
merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Thélème embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
啊，我们只能去帮忙找了。来，我们去跟绑架者对峙。总觉得不太好哎，我觉得可能会遭遇不测。
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please. Might I help you, sir?
Let's go.
I need to be going. Farewell.
哇！哇！哎，这里是不是可以偷一些东西啊？富商是女的，她的情妇吗？哎，方丁是女的、
I
哦。
know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
啊，
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here. But perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We're looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm
他
not
是他
sure
的
I understand.
儿子吗？
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed
那
that
为什么
your
他带他儿子走要
son had a fight with your
要
husband, and that his men escorted him from the
要
tavern
雇
using
佣兵啊？
force? If he had joined your husband willingly,
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
these witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
我觉得不太对。问他们怎么找到他们孩儿子
How
的？
did you find your son's trail?
We have never stopped looking for him. We learned the new name they gave him, Jonas. My poor little Celestine. Then we learned the name of the ship he sailed on. No sooner had it docked in Serene than my husband had the crew watched closely. and we found him.
那船员
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must
那为什么
understand
你要把你的
why.
儿子藏起来
Until the Naughts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact. It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Naughts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
哎，我还有一个选项没有
Excuse
选
me,
哎
madam,。but I haven't quite finished my inquiry yet.
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave. I have told you all that I have to say.
哦，他听起来，他是，
With respect, my lady.
所以我们以后要从第一个开始选，不然他会，这不知道是 bug 还是刚刚那个选项两个就真的只能问一个，不晓得。好，我们被下逐客令了，走吧。我觉得这个小男孩怪怪的，这小男孩一定还有事。来，你跟我说说，你们合约到底发生什么事？这个人可以说话哎。
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need
他可以
of
帮
my
忙吗？
help in any way?
询问他在岛上未来的角色。
What will be your official title on Tier 3D? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events,
他是
chart
他是
the
我们的
island
人，
and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures
他
of
算
the
是高
island.
级顾问
Your
超高
help will
级。
be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master.
大学士，
I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
大学士。然后我们来找他问问合约的事情。为什么他会把男孩弄走？
Sir, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
哦，我们堂弟这么
Have
重
no
要。
fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
问夫
I
人，
spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
Ah.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Naughts, some families cede more than
比如说儿子跟女儿
In，some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents
所以他
since
父
he
母
was
在
a
海上
small
生下
child.
他，然后
And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
然后把他放在家里。
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naught?
Sir de Corsillion's a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He could tell us a little more.
参谋。好，我们问他，结果可以来，
But I still don't see Constantine at your side.
Don't worry.
这个跳过吧
We'll find him in time
这
for
个我们知道
departure.
了。
I certainly hope so.
我们直接问他航海
I've had a
团。
word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that
发生
is
什么事
very
啊？
unpleasant news, Desade.
为什么？
We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the
不可言喻的
services
代
of
价
the
吗？
Naughts. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord. and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance.
哦，他把他儿子卖去换
Do
船
you
哦
mean。he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
真的是很恶心，真的是很恶心。怎么可以这样？怎么可以这样？竟然把自己儿子卖掉，这么多么丧心病狂啊！给仆役的消息，爱丽丝，我希望你能够准备一些食物，把他们送到我们运河上的仓库。我的丈夫会和他的文书及手下在一起，在那里工作几天，要确保食物足够分给所有人，谨慎行事。我不希望别人知道我们在那里做什么。
This document mentions another property, a warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
啊
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
低调行事，你要我怎么低调？还是我带人就可以跑？科特超挡路了。
Sir de Sade, what are you doing here?
I've come looking for your son. The Norts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Nords took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine?
魅力，跟他讲道理，还是告诉他与山镇大人告诉我们的事情？跟他讲道理，跟他讲道理。哦。
You've taken your son against his will and have him locked up like merchandise in a warehouse. Is that what you call being a good father?
As if you would know what it is like to be a parent.
魅力检验
You
失
are
败
far。too young to understand the way we feel.
I looked into the contract that binds you to the Nords. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business with the bridge.
It is so. But that sort of contract is ignoble. I never would have signed it if I had known.
You should have thought of that before. Breaking the contract could have regrettable consequences for the congregation.
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Nords. If they take my son back, my wife will die of sadness.
Her sadness would be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in the story, don't you think?
You wouldn't dare tell her. I beg you.
You're not leaving me with a choice.
Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Nords.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
可是我们还是成功了还是成功了。这里复杂跟迷宫一样。这上来的地方。我们一开始来的时候有这么复杂吗？ 哇，这里也有一个宝，大家帮我记着哦。这个地下室也有个宝。
Locked.
咔嚓。听说你是那个小伙子。
Who are you?
My name is de Sade. I am legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes. Even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seemed so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to the ship. I'll see you there.
好，成功，我们成功救下他的孩子。
Sir? Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir-Freddy. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship. I have you to thank.
如果我们没有解这个支线任务的话，那个 Jonas 就不会出现在我们的船上哎。
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble.
如果我没有顺便客舱侍者，就不会上了那艘船。登船许可。
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
You're quite right. I do have a thing or two to put in order.
我们还有什么事还没有做呢？就是我们刚刚有看到等级升到4了吗？我们可以学开锁了吗？
Be back soon, Captain.
好啦，那我们今天影片就先到这边结束喽，感谢大家的收看。如果大家喜欢这个影片的话，请记得按一下喜欢，还有订阅以及开启小铃铛，就能获得我们影片还有直播通知哦。也可以在下方留言告诉我们你喜不喜欢《贪婪之秋》这一个剧情的系列。那么我是黑框眼镜的冰脸，我们就下次再见喽，拜拜。